Hello, welcome to Cool Discussions. I'm Barry. This is Chris. Today, guys, it's around the mid-season of stuff, so we're going to talk a little bit about some.
They're all done. They're all finally done, and now it's all Christmas and New Year's stuff.
It's Home Alone. Everywhere you turn, it's Home Alone 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I watched Home Alone 3 the other day because I was like, well, I got to check it out, right? And it was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, what are you doing? Why? Like, the first two were okay. The third one, horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I was just like, why? There was a fourth one on right after that where I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Cannot do it.
Some days.
Cannot do it. Or maybe it was Home Alone 4 that I watched. I can't remember. But one of them was just so
really,
bad.
Really bad, yeah.
The first two were great. My kids love the first one. They just love it.
Oh, nice.
They love it. It's great. And it's on every day. It's like you can find Home Alone. Like so we're going to talk about mid-season finales of some of our favorite shows.
So let's start with The Walking Dead.
Oh, boy.
Now, for me, for these past two seasons, I've actually watched them as they come on week to week.
Yeah.
Before that, I just used to
binge watch.
Wait for the season to be done and binge watch the whole thing. Last year, I was like, I don't know. This year, I like Negan. I think
I hate the guy who plays him.
Really?
I absolutely hate it.
Aww.
I look at him and I go, "You're not Negan."
Really? Okay. I like him. I
look at him and I go, you know, I don't mind the way he's playing him. His look to me doesn't look like he kind of looks like, I don't know. I feel Negan needs to be a little bit like thicker. I feel like he just needs to be just a little bit more like the
brick shithouse.
Not like muscular, but more like chubby.
Really?
Yeah, I think he needs
chubby in the books.
I think he's a little chubbier. I don't know. I haven't got to that part of the comics, but from the pictures I've seen, he seems. Yeah. His face seems a little bit chubbier. He seems like you remember Carol's husband in the beginning?
Yeah.
He seems more like that.
Oh. Okay.
To me, kind of a variation of that, but a little bit chubbier.
Now this season started off really strong because we all know people died, and you go, and after that it just sort of.
You know what my problem with this was is that every episode was about something different, and then in the last episode they tried to tie them all together. It felt like they tried to connect all the dots at the end, and I'm like, what are we doing? There's 5 different storylines.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what? Why 5 different storylines? Now it's like, oh, Daryl just escapes. He tried to escape once and now he gets out. And it's like, what? Why didn't you just let him get out the first time? What was the point of that?
Oh, because they needed for them to find.
Let's meet Ezekiel and then never hear from him again.
That's actually kind of true.
Here's Carol at the end of the season. Oh, we haven't seen you for 5 weeks. How are you, Carol? Oh, you're just happily living on your own? That's fantastic.
Okay. That's the point. Is this season so far started off really strong, and obviously the next couple of episodes cannot match the season premiere. Well, however, the rest of the season was kind of draggy, and this mid-season, last year, it was actually pretty good. It harrowing. It was.
I didn't mind the finale.
This one wasn't. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good enough to make the rest of the season go.
That's what I mean. I feel like every episode should be like this finale type thing, where it's a little bit from each storyline. You don't need one whole story of you don't need that. To me, I just go, why? I think you could accomplish it, and you could see in the ratings. The ratings have dropped.
From what I heard,
it was 17 million for their premiere, and then down to 11 or something. It's still 11 million is still more double any other show out there.
No, true enough.
So it's still the highest rated showing of but anyways,
yeah,
I think that's enough on The Walking Dead because we could talk about it forever.
Yeah,
and then we would just neglect the other shows.
But in the end, I don't think it was good enough to make it worth the season.
The show has gone downhill since season 2.
Yeah. So, okay, there's a trifecta of shows, Flash, DC Legends of Tomorrow, and Arrow. What they all had their season finales.
Wasn't it like a 3? Didn't they connect them all together?
What was really... they actually had a separate season finale for each one.
Yeah, but they were all in each one, right?
But no.
Oh,
hold on. So they had an episode after it. What they actually had was they had a massive crossover episodes, starting in The Flash with an alien invasion, and they went to the Arrow, which I don't watch, but I actually watched the Arrow episode just to get the crossover, and then they ended with DC Legends of Tomorrow. And what was really neat was they brought Supergirl in from Supergirl, and they had this 3-episode crossover, and it was really cool because they had like a huge conglomerate of all these people involved in each episode doing different things, and it was actually really, really neat. So I think they've shown that you can have crossover success and not have it suck as bad as Batman vs. Superman.
That's coming out on the movie channel this month.
Oh, is
so
it?
I'll be watching it. I hear it's real bad.
Oh,
so.
it's...
But I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, no, it's... Watch it and come to your own conclusion. But I thought the crossover was really, really neat. On Xbox Live, they sell it separately. I would actually really recommend going to watch it. Yeah. It was good. Me and the missus, we enjoy Flash, so it started on the Flash. We decided we both were going to watch the Arrow, and actually it wasn't a bad.
So are you going to go back and watch previous episodes of Arrow because of this? No. Yes. So fail.
No. But that's the thing. We watched an episode of Arrow, which we would never have done before. And then me and the missus, we actually watched DC Legends Tomorrow together because she wanted to see how the thing ended. And it was actually pretty good. We enjoyed it. So yeah, I thought that was really neat. And then they all had their mid-season finales. And they were all... I think their... Flash was kind of weak. Legends of Tomorrow was really weak.
I don't watch any of those shows. Let's see. This Is Us. I watched that one. And I like it. I don't know if you've seen Parenthood. It's like the modern day Parenthood. It was pretty good. It was decent. It had a cliffhanger ending, of course, where one of the characters had a heart attack or had some medical emergency, and then all you see him is in an operating room. It was really good. It's actually a really good show. I really like that one. But those are like the only 2 shows I watch. That's it. I don't watch it. Because I watch on Netflix, so I'll watch like a whole season in a week or something. I watched this 3% show. That's what it's called, 3%.
Oh.
And it's dubbed in English.
Oh.
It's not so but it was interesting. It was about like these it's like the class they're divided into 2 different classes, and the higher class, the 3%. What the fuck? 3%? What the hell? The 3% get to go live in this wonderful world where the 97% get to live in like the slums, right? So the people come and they go through a process, and it took you through that process, and and then it was all corrupt as, of course, because stuff like that's always corrupt. But it was good. I watched that. So there was no mid-season finale on that. They were just season 1 over.
Yeah. That is one of the things, is that cable has to compete with Netflix. And they're supposed to be putting on better shows. And what I've been finding is that they haven't been as good as I think they could possibly be. As I said, the crossover was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's still TV corny. TV cheesy.
That's what I found with... I tried to watch Timeless.
Okay.
And I found it was just like... Because I like time travel. The concept of time travel. And I went, this show has potential. But I just wish like Netflix or AMC put it on. Honestly. Because they could have done so much more with it. NBC, it was like just corny. It was cornball. Like, I think... To me, it's almost like network television needs to stick to like 2.5 Men, Big Bang Theory, shows like that. Little sitcoms. Because... it's just it's corny comedy. You know what I mean? It's good. I like Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I watch it. It's funny. It makes me laugh.
Yep.
But then when I watch a show like a Timeless or like a Marvel or like a Walking Dead, I want them to be able to go as far as they need to go to tell a story without any restrictions from the networks.
True enough.
So I think
good example is Vikings. I honestly really think they get in a lot of trouble because of how much, there's no nudity, but there's sex scenes. There's...
Imagine Game of Thrones on NBC or ABC. Imagine that.
Oh, they did it. CTV had Game of Thrones, the first season on there.
But it was late night.
During the Olympics.
Oh. But late night, though, right?
No, it was during the Olympics, but they couldn't, they had to edit
Imagine
parts.
how heavily edited that would be.
Yeah, exactly.
How bad that would be.
How much worse the quality of the show. I understand, you have to watch... You have to put family-friendly stuff on TV because of that. And it's not a huge deal, but you can do a lot of things with family-friendly.
I just, I don't know. I just, when I think of, I try to watch Daredevil, and that was on network television, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, I thought it was on.
Daredevil was Netflix.
I couldn't watch it. Maybe I just gave up on it too early.
No, okay. The first season... If you gave up on the first season, that you're missing out. It was actually really, really good. But the second season, I found it floundered.
I think Netflix is trying to put out too much.
The best part of season 2 was The Punisher.
Oh.
The Punisher...
He has his own show, doesn't he?
He will be having his own show because he had such a great...
That guy who played Shane
in The Walking Dead, actually. And that's the thing, is... You expect him to play a certain way, and he kind of does. He plays that level of crazy, but he also plays that level of sane that's so good. Him getting his own show from Daredevil, good move. It was well done, well played, and I think, S.H.I.E.L.D. for that matter, they went Ghost Rider this year. They introduced Ghost Rider, and this was the new incarnation of Ghost Rider.
You think that show would be better? I think that show would be... Do you not think because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is like the Avengers, right?
It's...
Or it's kind of everything. It's like a mix of everything.
It's supposed to be a mix of everything, but... Do
you not think that show would be better on a a cable like a Netflix or a AMC because it could do more?
Well, no, okay. What I find is that they're not doing... Okay, they don't need to do more in the sense of violence. The action scenes are good. The characters are good. But they're not doing Marvel stuff. It's like... They don't necessarily need to introduce a bad guy of the week. But they have a huge plethora of bad guys that they can draw from. That they could throw in there. That S.H.I.E.L.D. could take down. But they're not going politics far enough. They're just lightly dabbling, and it's annoying. They're straddling this.
Yeah, because
fence.
they're on network. I feel like when
but they could quite easily go into a set of politics about it and make it about and then you have you can go into the politics of it, and then from the politics you can devise action because the team would have to go take down a bad guy or go in and do this. They do it well. It's just
networks are scared to do that though because they might feel that they're being aligned in some way that they shouldn't be or something like that, right? Whereas HBO and all those cable, the cable networks.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, you throw them on to a specialty channel like HBO, and all of a sudden you start throwing breasts in there. It's like, well, you don't need
unnecessary breasts.
You don't need them, right? And all of a sudden it doesn't make the show better.
No, I'm not talking about breasts. I'm talking about for the ability to go as political as they want because they're like, whatever, we don't care.
No, but that's the thing. As they could. But they don't. I have no idea why. They just keep straddling this fence, and easily on cable they could go one way or the other, or a little bit farther and still have the action and politics. Or, but they don't, and it's just do something. This is the Marvel universe. You're supposed to have a playground, and you're not playing in it.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I like television, obviously. I like to watch it. But I'm a bigger fan of, the Netflix now. And I wish we had more options. Because there's a big divide between what Americans see for streaming television and what Canadians see. And it's annoying, to be honest. It's absolutely ridiculously annoying. Why is it that we have to be different?
Yeah, it is very unfortunate.
We've talked about this cable versus streaming stuff before. When we first started out, we talked about that was one of our topics, and it when we talk about these shows, it always comes back to that for me, anyways. It's the way we view television is a lot different now.
Yep.
And these networks and cable companies are so far behind and so archaic that it's annoying. But we don't have a choice because we only have two cable companies in Alberta that you choose from, and they're the same. When you look at them, they're the same.
Oh, you have Bell, but
well, I guess you have three, but they're still the same.
Yeah, it's in the long run is the streaming services or Netflix, I should say, not streaming services. Netflix.
That's all we really have is Netflix. I guess we got Crave TV too.
Mm-hmm. Amazon Prime has showed up too.
I read an article about the Amazon Prime that it's not the launch what we expected.
No,
like in America, it's like this huge thing, and up here, it's like
it's like when Target launched in Canada.
Yeah,
people expected Target, but instead
we got Zellers.
We got Zellers with the Target logo on it, and so in the grand scheme of things, it's like cable companies need to not necessarily take risks, but they need to go, I'm going to do a little bit more in this direction just to, if you have a playground, if you have the ability to play with Star Wars, play with Star Wars. Right?
Yeah.
If you have your own universe, make your own universe. Play in it. Don't get so mirrored down in trying to, like The Big Bang. They play to that geekness. And that's why people watch it.
Yeah.
Do it. Don't try to keep doing here. Yeah.
Overall, mid-season has been fine in my eyes.
I think
I watch such a limited amount of shows, and I'm a big sports fan, and the Oilers are doing great this year, so I've been watching a lot of them. They're 1 point behind first place in their division. Yeah. It's the weakest division. It's the weakest division.
Still
in the
about
NHL
time,
right now, but still, it doesn't matter. We're still doing great. Other than that, nothing else really. We'll circle back to some movies probably next week. Maybe we haven't decided yet, but we'll do some more entertainment.
Yep.
We wanted to give you guys a catch up on our television viewing. Don't forget to tell your friends, your family. If they don't know what The Walking Dead is, then
introduce them. You have plenty of time this year.
Yeah.
That takes care of the awkward silence. So you sit there, it's like, oh, look, he's about to die.
Yeah. All right, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Later.
See ya.